What if I told you I could sum up your team's entire offseason in just word or one phrase? One word or phrase to describe what your team just did this offseason, whether they nailed it, failed it, or flat out confused us all. Let's go team by team and break it all down. We will go division by division, starting with the Eastern Conference. Sorry about that Freudian slip. Alright, let's start with the Atlantic Division and the Boston Celtics. Future. This season is not important. It's all about getting Tatum back for 26 and 27. They dumped Porzingis and Drew Holiday and only added pieces that didn't look long for the future. This team is kind of in a holding pattern, creating cap space to rebuild a championship team. The Philadelphia 76ers. I don't know. This was the hardest team to talk about because if everything lines up, this is a title team. But if I'm being honest, there is a 1% chance of that happening. What they did was good, but if Embiid is playing 40 to 50 games and hurt in the playoffs, it's all for nothing. Oh, and is Paul George good anymore? Him being able to play like Paul George would help too. Again, I just don't know with this team. Ugh. The Toronto Raptors. Talent wins, right? Their offseason was really trading for Brandon Ingram at the trade deadline. They are just stacking talent with little regard to how any of it fits together. If the talent is great, it can work. This talent is not that, so will it work? The New York Knicks. Hey, subs! I will stand by this. They have the best starting five in the East. Now, adding Clarkson and Yabusele is great depth, but the big move was getting Mike Brown in to push the offense forward and less dependent on Brunson and actually play the bench the whole season. Now, if they can get to the playoffs with their starters healthy and fresh, whew, watch out, man. The Brooklyn Nets. Confusing. They draft all 5 first-round picks, 4 of which are ball-dominant players. Then added overpriced veterans Terrence Mann and Michael Porter Jr. into their cap space, but didn't really get much for their troubles either. I guess it's just collect the assets, figure it out later, and pray to the lottery gods. Let's move over to the Central now. The Chicago Bulls. What are we doing? The biggest reach of the draft. Yeah, not re-signing your best player, got that. Still holding on to pieces that don't fit. Of course! This team has the foundation of something that could be awesome if the front office can just get out of their own way. Chi-Town deserves better. Much, much better. The Milwaukee Bucks. Please stay. They are in do whatever we can to make Giannis happy mode, and that's it. I thought they should have traded him to the Rockets, but I 100% get this play. He is everything NBA teams want from a player. He's a dude, good in the community, never talks bad about the franchise, and plays his ass off every night. Honestly, keep him there as long as he wants to be there. These dudes don't come around very often. The Indiana Pacers. Waiting. 26 and 27. Their super duper star is out for the season and they let their starting center walk. This coming season is about letting the youth grow and figure out how they want or need to improve for the 26-27 season. It's a sad way to come into a season after the epic playoff run that they just had. The Detroit Pistons. Patience. I was preaching this the whole time, and I'm so glad they listened to my videos. Anyway, their focus was retooling on the fringes and putting all their money on internal development and getting back Jaden Ivey and Isaiah Stewart from injury. If last year was any indication, this team is ready to explode. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Fingers crossed. Can we stay healthy? Can we get a favorable matchup? Can we not run into a buzzsaw? Can Evan Mobley take the next step and be the team's best player? Their plan is to run it back and keep those fingers crossed that things start working out. Now let's jump to the Southeast. The Miami Heat. Waiting to pounce. I made a video about this team, how I like everything about them except they are missing the straw to stir their drink. That dude. So they will be right around a 500 win percentage until the next star wants out, then, like a lion stalking its prey, the Heat are going to pounce. The Atlanta Hawks. All in. Getting Jalen Johnson back, adding Porzingis and Nall, this team is all in, ready to make a run at the finals. This is Trae Young's chance to prove that he is much more than a one-dimensional player. Time to prove that he can lead a team to the promised land. The Orlando Magic. Now, they started off the summer activity with getting Desmond Bane. He should fit in seamlessly with this young core, and this trade signifies the front office believing this team is ready to take advantage of the Celtics and Pacers gap years. They jumped into win now mode faster than my kids blaming each other when something goes wrong. The Charlotte Hornets. In theory. Now, I love the Con Kneppel pick, and Summer League showed he has even more juice with the ball in his hands. In theory, a perimeter of LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and Kneppel could be awesome, but can LaMelo stay healthy? And if he is he a winning player? Is Brandon Miller an all-star or just potential? Again, those three at their best, good luck guarding that. The Washington Wizards. Loading. They are fully in the let the young guys eat mode. Drafting Trey Johnson was perfect for them. His scoring ability is out of this world. I don't know if he can do anything else, but they can work on that. Then taking flyers on Will Riley at the 21st pick and trading for Cam Whitmore is adding even more talent and giving them a chance to figure it out. Adding these three to the young core is great, but adding the perfect professional to mentor them in CJ McCollum is awesome. This may be the year it all turns around in the nation's capital. Okay, now that the Eastern Conference is done, let's jump to the Western Conference, and more specifically, the Northwest Division, with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant-Man cometh. I made a killer video all about them, but here is the main thing. Anthony Edwards has his first full offseason in 2 years. His goal is to get healthy and get better. The league is on a red alert of the Ant-Man that is coming this season. The Denver Nuggets. We're back, baby. Denver owed it to Jokic and all of us to rebuild this team for him, and in my opinion, they did that and more this offseason. They saved money, upgraded talent, and added depth around the best player on the planet. The whole NBA should be scared of this team. Oklahoma City Thunder. Run it back. It's pretty simple. They're the best team in the league that re-signed all of its players for the foreseeable future. They are young, deep, and the clear-cut favorites to win it all again. There's no need to overthink it here. The Utah Jazz. Tanking, but trying not to. Yeah, whatever you say. They may not be deliberately trying to tank, but dumping vets to clear the space for young guys to play through growing pains is how you tank without tanking. Now, I'm not judging, I'm just pointing out facts. Don't be surprised if Lauri Markkanen is either traded or has a mysterious injury after the All-Star break. Again, no judgment here. I'd want a top 5 pick in this coming draft too. The Portland Trailblazers. All in their fields. Now, I love the team they have. I love the Drew Holiday pickup. I'm excited for the Chinese Jokic and think Caleb Love was a steal, but this is all about bringing the Blazer GOAT back home. Dame Lillard loves Portland, and they love him. Now, he is back and ready to teach the young guys how great of a team, organization, and city Portland is. This team is trending way up. Now let's move over to the Pacific Division with the Phoenix Suns. Better, but yeah, it's better, but only better because it's been a raging out-of-control dumpster fire. In theory, what they did could be really good, but in my opinion, Dillon Brooks takes away more than he gives. Mark Williams will play 40 games, maybe. Jalen Green has made zero progress in the passing and playmaking departments, so putting him on a bad team with no point guard? Yikes. Now, I love the Malawach pick, but can he reach his peak in this place? Oh, and I'm never a fan of paying dude money to guys that are not dudes, but get that bag, Devin. The LA Clippers. 2019 All-Stars assemble. Seriously, imagine if all these guys were on the same team in 2019. Talk about a super team. But just in case you didn't know, we are heading into the 2025-26 season, so it doesn't quite hit the same way. They will be a good regular season team for sure, but at the end of the day, Kawhi doesn't play, and James Harden, well, he James Hardens himself in big games, so the Golden State Warriors. Incomplete. They have literally done nothing. They are waiting out the Jonathan Kuminga fiasco. The rumors are Al Horford and DeAnthony Melton are going to sign when this Kuminga thing plays out, and whenever it's all done, then we can get an actual clear picture for the Warriors. The Sacramento Kings. Oh, how things can change. It was just 3 seasons ago they were the 3 seed and the feel-good story of the league. Now? Ugh. I love Dennis Schroeder as a backup guard, not the one you bring in to lead this team. This is a team that makes literally 0 sense. It's sad. I'm just sad writing this. The LA Lakers. Luka's turn. This postseason told me one thing. We are not sacrificing long-term to appease LeBron anymore. This is Luka's team and will be built around and for him to be his best. And I 100% agree with this decision. Luka is the next great Laker and the organization is behaving that way. Alright, let's finally head to the Southwest Division and the Houston Rockets. Let's go. Talk about going all in. Trading for Durant gives them their end-of-game scorer. Even though he was in the 07 draft, he can still score the ball. They also re-signed all their guys on super team-friendly deals, then signed Clint Capella and Dorian Finney-Smith, which was just as much about keeping them away from other contenders as it was to help them win. This team is as all-in as a team can be. The San Antonio Spurs. No more waiting. They are ready to go right now. I just made a video on this team, so please go watch that, but I'll sum it up here. Wemby is a dude and ready to take over. The Spurs know it too, so the NBA needs to watch out. The New Orleans Pelicans. WTF. I think they've been beat up enough about their offseason, so I'll leave it alone, but I'll say this. If Zion is healthy, he is a dude. Trey Murphy is a stud, Herb Jones is an absolute elite defender, and Yves Missi is something. Usually teams with 4 guys like this are trending up, but only the Pelicans can have all that and 2 lottery picks and still be trending down. This season is going to be fun and sad to watch. The Dallas Mavericks. Health. Will Kyrie come back in time? Will he be Kyrie again when he does? Can Anthony Davis stay healthy, carrying the load while Kyrie is out? Everything post-Luka trade is riding on those 2 guys staying healthy and elite. It's a lot to ask of aging, injury-prone stars. Oh, and Cooper Flag is freaking awesome. The Memphis Grizzlies. Reshuffle and see. The Bane trade looked like a change in direction for the franchise, but they did a great job of retooling on the fly and dispersing Bane's contract to try a different team around Ja and Triple J. Now, if it doesn't work this season, they can look to trade Ja or reshuffle again and try a different style. Every offseason gives us a peek into what a team really believes, what they value, who they trust, and how far they're willing to go. Some teams are building something real. Others are just hoping the storm passes, and some are praying for the lottery gods to help out. One team's future took a leaner, meaner, best shape of their lives turnaround this offseason. Check out my video on what Luka is doing this summer to be the best in the world. And if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us reach other NBA fans just like you find our videos, and it helps us grow and keep bringing you content just like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.